Hi guys, welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to be making some stuffed bell peppers today. I have 5 medium bell peppers, an onion, some fresh ground top round, and I got this on sale for $1.99 and I ground it myself. So I saved about $1 a pound because ground beef right now is $3 a pound. So I highly suggest you guys grind your own meat. And then you know what's going in it. Some garlic and a half an onion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the stuffing really fast, and then I'll prep the peppers and put them in a pan, and I'm going to bake them at 350, and I will show you how I do this. Just going to fine dice up 1 onion. And that's going to go in the bowl. I'm going to want the tops of the bell peppers cut off, so I'm just going to take the tops of each bell pepper off. And I'm going to use the flesh from the tops of the bell pepper in the stuffing. So the inside of these I just yank out, and I yank out the ribs. And what I do is I just rinse these out with a little bit of water to get the seeds out. So there's no seeds, like that. And what I'll do to these, I'll just pop off the center, and I'll dice all these up. So I'll be back in a second. So we have the bell pepper diced up. I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to add 1 large clove of garlic as well. And what we're going to do is we're going to saute this a little bit just to soften it up. Just run the knife through your garlic really fast and get it a good dice on it. And add this. And we're going to get it sauteing right now. My pan warming over high heat. I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil. This is not extra virgin, this is just standard olive oil, the cheap stuff. Add my veggies. Add a little salt. A little black pepper, and let these saute for a minute. Now that I have this lightly sauteed, it's ready to be added to some ground beef. So let me show you that step. So in a bowl I'm going to add about, I don't know, 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm hoping that's going to be enough. That should be plenty, I think. To that I'm going to add these sauteed veggies. Almost forgot an egg. One egg. You can add Tabasco, but I actually like Frank's Red Hots a little better, so I'm going to add some Frank's Red Hots, some Worcestershire, and I'm going to add some fresh Italian parsley. Just going to grab a nice little handful and run a nice fruit really fast. And this will give this dish a good Italian flavor. It'll have that parsley taste that everybody loves when they eat a pepper. I'm also going to make a quick little sauce to throw on top. So when it bakes in the oven, it'll cook in a sauce. Alright, throw this in. Now instead of using breadcrumbs, which a lot of people do use, I'm going to add quinoa. I have some quinoa here left over. This is just quinoa peel-off, which I've made in a different video. Add a little bit more here. Add some fresh. And you just got to get your hands in here and get dirty. Get this all mixed up. You'll need to add a little bit of seasonings to that. We already have the sauteed garlic, but let's add, where is it? A little of my seasoning salt. And that has some more garlic in it along with salt, pepper, and other things. A little straight salt. And a little dry sweet basil. Wow, none of my spices are even open today. About a tablespoon of sweet basil. Get this all mixed up really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stuff this right into the bell peppers, filling them very well, overfilling actually, as such. I think I have room for one more. I have about one more worth of meat. Just put them tightly into a pan. Alright. If you have a little bit of meat left over, you can make a meatball or whatever you'd like to do with it. Okay, so I'm going to make the sauce. I'm just going to make it in the blender. It's the easiest sauce you ever saw. So I'm going to get you a can of tomatoes. This is just whole peeled tomatoes. Okay, put that right in the blender. I'm going to wash out the rest of that sauce with a little bit of water. Okay, I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add a little bit of fresh parsley. This is just sweet basil. I don't have fresh right now, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon of fresh basil, sweet basil. A little bit of my seasoned salt. About a teaspoon. Just a little oregano. You can leave this out. If my brother was here, I'd leave it out because he's allergic to it. And that's it. And I'm going to blend this up. I'll check it for flavor. And it may need a little salt. If it needs a little salt, I'll add it. But I'll check it for flavor before I put it on top of the stuffed bell peppers. So I got this all blended up. Let me check it for flavor really fast. It doesn't need salt. There was enough salt in there. I'm just going to pour this over the potatoes, over the peppers. Now I'm just going to cover this up and put this in the 350 oven for about 45 minutes to an hour until they're done. But I'll check them in about 45 minutes. See you then. So we're going to check on those peppers right now. Pull them out. It's been 1 hour. Pull these out, set them here. Okay, we're going to check them. They have to have an internal temperature of 160 degrees. So we have the instant read thermometer here. And we're over 160. So those are ready. So I'm going to cover them up and let them sit for about 5 minutes until they cool off a little bit, and then I'm going to serve them up. So there you go, guys. I have stuffed bell pepper with some steamed carrots and quinoa peel off. Thanks so very much for watching. Have a great day and God bless. and a little bit of Italian parsley. Now I'm just going to grab a handful and run a knife through it really quick to dice it up. That's cilantro. Let's start over. That smells good though. It's good though, but it's cilantro.